home from work. So tonight I had to go and get Jack, which I don't normally do. Stephen normally picks both of the kids up because I take them on a morning. But I went to get him because he did some after school clubs today. Thoroughly enjoyed them apparently, but we're home now. So I'm just having a cup of tea. Excuse the dog, she's hoovering up bits and pieces that people have dropped. Cause... Annie, what are you doing? Annie? Hello? She's so noisy. It's like the little ones can eat anything, but she gets a speck of anything and she acts as if it's like a huge mouthful. Anyway, sorry if that's making you feel sick. We're back home. Stephen's been home and has gone in the gym. Grace is in the room and Jack has just ran upstairs. You might have just heard that. I have got a cup of tea to warm up. I need to start preparing tea, as in dinner, you guys might call it, but we call it tea. So the main meal at the end of the day. Get the horses a little bit of exercise and some outside time for them. It's not really great at this time of the year because obviously the only time they're getting outside is in the dark. Better than not outside at all. But I should have already shown you what food we had prepared for the sausage rolls and the breakfast that we had. There's a couple of sausage rolls left. Stephen's just snaffled the last one to take out while he goes and drops his friend off after doing a gym session together. So gym, sausage rolls, like his style. Anyway, I'm going to finish this tea, start getting tea prepared, and then head outside to get the horses sorted. Busy night ahead. Take you along with me. Be bigger. All of this will go to the chickens. So I need an onion. I've got a tiny little baby one here. That's not going to be enough. So I'm going to take you and show you the cold room, which is where we keep the vegetables that are not in the house. And somebody actually commented yesterday about having carrots and cabbage and things and buying them when we actually grow our own. And to be honest, we do obviously grow our own. You've seen that from the other vlogs or from the other videos. But we do supplement in times like this when in December it's crazy. Can't always be bothered to either go and get them out of the ground or get them out of the cold room if there's going to be lots of cleaning involved. I do tend to try and do it in the daylight so that get them on a Sunday for the coming week, and then I don't have to go out during the week. It doesn't always happen like that though, so that's also why I supplement, especially during busy periods, just to be kind to myself. So this is the cold room at the moment. Got all of the garlic. We've got potatoes and things in here. This is actually what we use to start off our plants in and things. And then here we've got the big Kelsey onions that are doing well. And we've got the ones that we have kept strung up. Some, you'll see, are doing better than others. That needs to be taken off. And some are doing fantastic. This was the box of ones that I decided needed using first, or they were really small. So I'm just going to take a couple of these guys and use these. Now on here we have apples from the autumn, some of our own rendered lard, some, can't remember if that was, oh that was a mustard, it might be a failed attempt, that one at the top, then some beef stew. And temperature wise 5.1 or 5.7 is where we're at in here. Right, back in the house, it's freezing. that's all the tea prepped, or enough for me to be able to go out and get on with my jobs outside. So the kids have got their kind of jobs that they do, collecting the eggs, filling up the waters and the feed, making sure everything's safe and sound, putting things away from the fox on a night. And yeah, ready for me to go outside now. Stephen is not back. He goes in the gym when he comes home from work, and he's just dropping his gym buddy back off. So in the meantime, I'm going to put this cauliflower in, which this tiny baby cauliflower, this is actually our own rendered lard, which some of you will turn your noses up at and others won't and will appreciate it. It's actually got some quite good health benefits if you look it up. My preferred choice of lard. Anyway, I'm going to get this in the agar now, which is just down here. Sorry, because my camera skills will potentially make you sick. So I'm going to pop this on the bottom of the agar, and I'm going to ask Stephen to give that a... Where am I? I'm going to ask Stephen to give that a shake in about 10 or 15 minutes once the lard melted and it can coat everything whilst I'm working outside. When I come back in, I'll get on putting the rest of the tea together, but I'll also get a couple of chicken thighs in the agar as well with that cauliflower to bake, because this is a vegetarian dish that I'm feeding to my husband that's definitely not vegetarian. None of us are, to be fair. Nothing wrong with it though. I've just got back in. It's so cold doing those horses, it's unbelievable. Mind, it's not as cold as the other day actually, now I've said that, but it is really, really chilly. So I'm going to start getting back on with the tea. I'm going to show you what I'm doing there, and then I realised in my shop last night, totally forgot to get something that I need for tomorrow. Normally I would just do without, but as I keep saying, I'm going to do whatever we need to do in December. So I'm probably going to head out. The shop's only 5-7 minutes away. So I'm probably going to head out with Grace and get what we need. Grace and I are going to head out to Tesco now. We've had our tea. It didn't look that appealing, but actually it was really nice. Well, I thought it did. Kids didn't like the texture. It's the first dal that I've ever made. So dal as in the curry, D-A-H-L. Really nice, very nutritious, very good for you. Kids weren't overly convinced. They had some chicken with it. It was supposed to be vegetarian, but whatever. Anyway, we need to go to Tesco now just to get a couple of bits that I missed yesterday. As I say, normally wouldn't bother doing that, but we're going to today, make it special, and I'm going to get the obligatory bottle of Baileys because apparently they're on offer. My good friend Louise told me, and a litre for a tenner, but we'll see. She's in Wales, so we'll see if we still get the same offers up here. I've been sat helping Grace in the meantime with the homework. She stood scoffing her face with sweets now. Anyway, I've been helping her with homework, which is interesting because she's not the most patient of characters. We're going to go now. Got it. So that cost us £24.53, I think it was, something like that. Anyway, got an extra bottle of wine too. and some, come with me. Grace got a friend over on Friday and she is having some pizza. So we've got a couple of small pizzas because she doesn't want what we've got. I'm having a chicken and leek tray bake on Friday. She's not a lover, so she's asked if they can have pizza and who might say no. We've got the small chipolatas that I wanted, which are going to be part of tomorrow's lunch. Stephen fancied some mince pies with icing. So I found some of those and also got some different, can't see because the light, sorry, slightly different mince pies, take on mince pies as well. We'll be making our own mince pies too. And just, I'd say, just a couple of the cheap pizzas. So I'm going to pop those, I'm going to cook those sausages tomorrow actually, so they're nice and fresh. We're having chicken stuffing and bacon wraps for our lunch tomorrow. So I'm going to get the stuffing started. It is just from a packet, sorry. And that can then cool down nicely to go in the wraps, which I'll make up in the morning. I think that's about it. So for now, I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine. Stephen's in the room just there, so I'm going to see if he wants one as well. And get the stuffing sorted and made. Sorry, I'm getting a bit of a sweat on now. I'm back in the house. It's freezing outside. It's quite warm in here, stood next to the Aga. And yeah, I'm going to get the stuffing done. I'm going to have a glass of wine, and I think that's about me for the night.